Today's video, I want to take you guys through a bunch of physical game deals right now, which you can buy all of these online, so don't worry about going to the store or anything like that. But there are a ton of deals available on Amazon, Target, as well as Best Buy. One singular deal on Walmart.com as well that I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's get right into it, and we'll start off with the Best Buy deals, as they have really been coming in clutch these last few weeks. I want to first start off with Slay the Spire Standard Edition. That is down to $8.99, which is a ridiculous good deal. I've talked about this quite a bit when it goes on sale. It is a fantastic game, a merger of a card game and a dungeon crawler. Yes, on paper it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but Slay the Spire absolutely nailed combining those two gameplay formulas, and it really enhances both elements. As far as a card game goes, it adds a lot of strategic thinking to the game as well, and as a dungeon crawler, it adds a lot of replayability to the game as well. So I love Slay the Spire at $8.99. It's a great buy. If you're even remotely a fan of card games, or you're fans of games with just a good bit of strategy, I think Slay the Spire is going to be right up your alley, so check that one out. Next up, we have Kingdom Hearts 3 Standard Edition, which is $9.99. I know coming up tomorrow we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, so your JRPG hours are probably going to be dwindling quite a bit in the coming weeks. However, Kingdom Hearts 3 was a pretty good game, and at $9.99 I think it's a great buy. Now, I did not like Kingdom Hearts 3 as much as some of the previous Kingdom Hearts titles. Some of the story beats were just a little bit off, and Kingdom Hearts 2 was a great game with such a fantastic ending that Kingdom Hearts 3 left me a little bit disappointed. However, the gameplay's still pretty decent, and Kingdom Hearts 3 for $9.99, that's a good deal, so I would recommend that. Days Gone is down to $19.99 at Best Buy. Days Gone was not a perfect game, especially at the level of some of the other PS4 first-party titles. When you look at a Marvel Spider-Man, a God of War, Days Gone is not at that level. However, it is an intriguing open-world game in its own right, and if you do want something that's a little bit more of a relaxing open-world game, as funny as that sounds when this is an open-world game with all these zombies and all that kind of stuff, but it's a game that you don't have to really think too much to play. You can just jump into an open world, kind of lose yourself. Kind of reminds me a little bit like a Just Cause in that sense, but $20 for it I do think is a pretty good buy. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to look at some good deals available on Amazon. Yakuza the Remastered Collection is available for $39.99. So this includes Yakuza 3, 4, and 5. This franchise has been getting quite a bit of attention over the last few months and few years, to be perfectly honest, with all of the games coming here over on the West, which has been great to see, given the fact that for a long time Yakuza fans were just pretty much getting stifled with releases like Yakuza 4, 5, and 6 taking quite a while to come over here to the West. But now all of the games are over on the PlayStation 4, and you can play all of them. They're coming to other platforms as well. More people playing Yakuza is a great thing, and if you want to check out Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 at $40, I do think that's a pretty good buy. Now, it does have to be mentioned, obviously, you shouldn't be starting with these games. Start off with Yakuza 0. That was a PS Plus title a while back, and then Yakuza Kiwami, and obviously work your way up, and then you should play Judgment as well, because that was a very good game too. Next up, Ninokuni 2 PlayStation 4 Standard Edition is down to $15.87 over on Amazon. That will be back in stock on April 15th, so you are going to have to wait a little while before it can ship. Ninokuni 2 is a really good game. I didn't think it was quite as good as Ninokuni 1, which is obviously available on the PlayStation 4 now, but it's still a pretty good game. Story's really good, visuals are still fantastic, gameplay is solid. Was not a big fan of all of the side content that was put into Ninokuni 2. I thought that was a little bit of a broken element to the overarching narrative of the title, but still for $15.87 this is a great buy, and if you're a fan of JRPGs, you're really gonna enjoy that one. And finally, for the Amazon deals, Borderlands 3 is down to just $19.99, so this game is just plummeting in price point at this point. Not a big fan of what Gearbox has been doing recently, but if you've been eyeing Borderlands 3 for quite a while at $19.99, this is super cheap. Ultimately, if you've waited this long, I think you should just wait until a remaster or a definitive edition of this game, because I really do believe that they're going to do that. Look, 2K Games is trying to port games to everything that they can imaginably port to. They're porting 3 games on the same day on the Nintendo Switch. If they can re-release a game, they're going to take the opportunity to re-release a game, and Borderlands 3 is going to have a re-release on next generation platforms. I think we can come to that conclusion pretty easily. However, if you have been eyeing the game for quite a while, this is the cheapest it has been, so I wanted to give that a mention. Alright, finally, we have some deals over on Target. God of War PlayStation 4 is down to $9.99 if you're one of the 4 people that have not played God of War. At $10, it is a very good buy, so check that out. I don't have to talk more about that. It's quite a good game. Last of Us Remastered, if you're one of the 3 people that have not played The Last of Us Remastered, remastered at $10. It's a pretty good deal. Don't have to talk more about that. Oh, Bloodborne, if you're one of the 2 people that have yet to play that game, $9.99 for that is pretty good. I love Bloodborne. Let me gush about Bloodborne for a little bit longer, as I really felt it was the first PlayStation 4 system-selling exclusive. We had good games on the PS4, but nothing really up until Bloodborne was a system-selling title. Bloodborne was legitimately a system-selling game because it was at that quality level. It was a fantastic game. If you're a fan of Souls, Bloodborne obviously carries a lot of those elements, as it is a From Software title. However, it also introduces a lot of great elements in its own right, and you are getting something different than your traditional Souls title. Love this setting. The medieval Gothic setting is done great in Bloodborne, and one of the more atmospheric titles that you can find on any platform. And for $10, it's a great buy. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with the DLC, but you can check that out on the PlayStation Store as well. Ratchet Clank, that's down to $9.99. Love me some Ratchet Clank. If you're a fan of platformers, that's going to be a great title. That is a ground-up remake of the very first Ratchet Clank game, not like the remasters that you've seen in the past. Ratchet Clank even had a remaster collection, but that was a remaster. This, again, ground-up remake. The visuals immediately let you know that particle effects are great here. Still has the zany, wacky humor, and the platforming is great. The story is pretty entertaining, and all in all, a great platformer that anybody can really enjoy. Uncharted 4 is also down to $9.99, so if you're one of the singular people in the world that have not played that, you should check it out. Although it is a PlayStation Plus freebie right now, so yeah, it's up to you on whether or not you want a physical copy. I thought I would give it a mention, just because some of you guys, at this point, you probably have canceled your PlayStation Plus subscription. I know a lot of people are like that, where they only play single-player titles and they don't even have a Plus subscription anymore, and honestly, I can't blame you at this point. Lastly, I do want to know Walmart.com has got the Order 1886. That is down to $9.72. Order 1886 is a game that I've often gone to bat for. Now, it's not a game that's worth $60. However, if you do want a smaller experience that could be played in one day, Order 1886 has some great elements. The visuals are obviously incredible, and the story is really cool. The setting is really cool. Gameplay is a pretty basic third-person cover-based shooter, but a lot of the elements in Order 1886 are really good, and I wish the world could be fleshed out a little bit more. A sequel would be really cool to see, but given how this game was received, I don't know if we're ever going to see that, but nonetheless, for $9 and change, I do think that's a pretty good buy. Now, with Walmart.com, you do only get free 2-day delivery on orders of $35 and up, so maybe pair that order with some other stuff. I see stuff like Middle-earth Shadow of War Definitive Edition down to $10.92, South Park The Fractured But Whole down to $13.93. Vampire is seeing a little bit of a discount, so there are some other stuff to pick up at Walmart if you do ultimately want to get free shipping, which I would highly recommend. That's going to conclude this video. Again, all of the deal links will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.